You are now listening to a Snake Busy production.
Gosto de ti por todos os motivos errados. Será que és real ou devo ter alucinado? O que estou a sentir é novo para mim, é outro feeling. Oh, exagerei na dose, acho que meti água. Agora olha pra mim, estou viciada. Agora não vale a pena, agora é muito tarde. Já estás no meu sistema, eu sei. Tu és o meu MD, és o meu ecstasy. Tu és o meu MD, o meu MD. Estou maluca, eu acho que vou estar em doida. Estou maluca, meu corpo já não me obedece. Estou a perder controlo e tu és o meu consolo. É um delírio os teus lábios nos meus. Se continuar, vou ter uma overdose de ti. Mas se quero mais, não vou parar por aqui. Não. Tu e esse toque, seca a minha boca. Agora quero água, vou ficar muito louca. Estás no meu sistema e eu sei que tu és o meu MD. Estou viciada, és o meu ecstasy. Completamente viciada. Sabes que te quero consumir. Estou completamente dependente. Oh, é um efeito que só tu tens. Um pouco de ti me deixa nas nuvens. Não consigo parar por mais que tente. Estou tóxico dependente. MD, tu és o meu MD.
Feels strange to be here. Welcome to Club Shada number 73. My friend, it's a pleasure to be with you, even if I should be in Congo right now. Crazy story, but we're going to talk about it. This show is brought to you by shadaware.com, where you can get this hat, this beautiful bomber jacket, etc., and a lot of quality wear that you know about because you are the Shada gang. Yo, what a week! What a week! Like what a strange Christmas. What up, Bruno? How are you, brother? I hope you're good. Let me put this in the right place. Yep. What up, Bruno? Hey, Julie from France, 1:33 a.m. What up, Gilberto in London? What up, Jay in York? How are you guys dealing with the new strain of virus? Lil Mauro, my brother, what up? Your niece is back home. CV Beats, what up, brother? Hey, Heather. 7:36 p.m. in New York. Beautiful. Faro. Let's go back there. Rhode Island, 7:36 p.m. What up? The future soundbeat. How are you, brother? What up, Dalia? How are you in Canada? Sur les chutes du Niagara. Hey, Tatiana, what up, sis? You good? How's everybody doing? How's your week? How's your week been? How's your Christmas? Let me wait. No, that's too. All right, perfect. Yeah. How was your Christmas celebration? So Merry Christmas to everybody. My Christmas was strange. I'm telling you. Hey, Noelle. So, how do I start? I'm wondering. I think I'm gonna first talk about my new single. Then I will talk to you about Ashia's disease and the whole story. Hey, what up, Michelle? Nice to have you live for once. I'm gonna first make you listen to the new single because with everything that happened, and I didn't even have time to promote it, and I have already a new single coming out tomorrow with Malcolm Beats. So let's listen to this new single. Then we'll talk about Christmas. Then we'll talk about Ashia's disease. And how our Christmas went, and how all our traveling plans got just canceled. So to talk about the single, it's so Sauti Sol is one of these. What up, Baka? Sauti Sol is probably Kenya's. Let me do this because this is gonna vibrate the whole time. Boom, perfect. Sorry. Yeah, so I was saying. I got introduced to Sauti Sol and their music by actually working with them for the first time. So my boy C4 Pedro called me a few years ago from, I think he was in South Africa, or I don't even know where he was. But he called me from somewhere in a hotel room. You know, so C4 is like me. He can record anywhere. He always had a microphone with him, and he's always ready to record something. So We have this studio mobile mentality. And so he called me, telling me that he needed a beat quickly. I was like, okay, so how quick? He was like, no, I need a beat like now. Like, I need like now. I'm with this group. Their name is Sotisol. They are from Kenya. They and yeah, we want to do a track together, Kizomba. You have a beat laying around. And me, I was like, okay, give me half an hour. And yeah, I just took my Candy Zook drum kit and I create a beat. I create a beat, and I sent them the beat like half an hour later. So they all call me back saying they love the beat. The beat is amazing. And then I had to talk. I could talk with C4. I talked with he also passed me the members of the group. They told me that they were big fans of my work from way back. And you know, what up, my brother? They told they love the beat. They're gonna record. Okay, so cool. You know, back to my business. The beat ended up being C4's single, and they record a video, and they went to record a video in Mozambique. The video was amazing, and the song, if I remember well, is it's called Love. Yeah, it's Love Again. It's Love Again. So you can find it out. Let me put the Spotify link. Put the Spotify link in the comment in the chat, so you can go check it out when you want. So after that, I kept in touch, of course, with Sotisol, and you know, I think a few years went by, or a year, I don't remember, and we had a conversation about, you know, hey, listen, we should do another track together. We're doing an album. We know that we need a beat from you. I was like, yeah, guys, let's go, let's do it. I actually doing an album myself, and I would love to have a beat from you as well. And so we were like, okay, let's just do an exchange. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna send you 2 beats. One's gonna be a kizomba, the other one is gonna be an amapiano. I did both of them. You choose which one you want, and then the other one, I will do it for my album. And I knew they would choose the kizomba one, and so I did them like a good old Kaysha Candy Zook banger. And actually it is their 4th favorite track, top track on Spotify. It's actually a fan favorite. I think we already have 1 million views on YouTube. And they invited India Irie to perform on that track with them. So it's a song called My Everything. Again, I'm gonna put the link here so you can check it out. And yeah, we end up doing that track called My Everything, and banger, you know. So another 6 months go by. First of all, it was an honor for me to know that India Irie loved one of my beats and she performed on it. That was amazing. I don't know if there's any major American artist that ever sang on a kizomba. There it is. And then I still had my track, and I started recording everything. I record all my parts and stuff. And yeah, you know, during the pandemic, I let them, you know, promote their album and stuff. And I told them, hey, I think I want to release my track for Christmas Day. So that was maybe last month or 2 months ago, I don't remember. And I just sent them my song with my parts, and they ended up sending me their part from Kenya. And when I heard it, I was like, yo, this song is a banger. This song is a hit. Actually, I didn't even check the numbers because I was obviously busy with other things. But the song has a great response. And I don't know how many streams already, but we passed 15 thousand streams when I was last time I checked, maybe yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't remember. And yeah, we did that song. It's called Your Loving. And it's funny, when I was titling the song, I was asking myself, damn, I have another song called Your Loving. And I was like, oh my God, I have a song called Your Loving. I cannot call this Your Loving. So I was looking for the song called Your Loving, and I could not find it. And actually, it's a song I wrote, but it was for another artist. That's why I could not find it. So I was like, okay, if I did this song called Your Loving, but for another artist, I can do one for me. So without further ado, let me make you listen to this track, and then we can continue with the rest of our year in review. It's called Your Loving. It's Kaysha and Sauti Soul. It's an honor to have done a track with such an amazing group with such amazing voices. I will hope you will love it, or if you already heard it, you know, and you love it already, just put a fire in the chat. All right, let's go. Blah.
See me overreacting, completely caught by surprise. Got me hooked by you, got me crazy by you. Please stay till the morning, I hope I'm not too demanding. I don't care about none of them as long as I have your loving, your melanin, your blessing. It's everything to me. Your loving, your melanin, your blessing.
Cause I can't explain the things you do to me, baby. In so many ways you opened up my eyes, and I know that things inside your world could get crazy. Let me in, we gon' be alright. Your love, your man, your blessing, is everything. Your love, your ndoto zetu kichwani zimenijaza, sidiriki kula penzi imepagawa. Telling everybody how you rock my world, you're so fine. You got me so high, I'm on cloud nine. You're magic. You're so fine. You got me so high, I'm on cloud nine. Everybody
just amazing. That song, it's it's just perfect. Like when you work with people, you can choose to find an easy way. You take them to where it's easy for you, like kizomba, and you make a beat and you introduce them to your crowd, and it works easily. But I like to make those bets. I took them to a style that is popular in South Africa, which is amapiano, but it's not a style that I'm famous for, and I just learned to do them. But that's the fun. That's the fun part. That's the fun part. And when you can do a great song with a great group and you can inspire them something different, yeah, this is what happens. So I can wait to be here live with you Sunday, because tomorrow we have a new song, and it's gonna be Kaysha and Malcolm Beats, and the song is called Footworks. And tough, listen, you're not ready. Like, this song will represent how I'm entering 2021. So, did you like the song? I hope you like the song. Thanks, Nadia. Mesmo. So, yeah, how was everybody's Christmas? What did you do? Did you get gifts? Did you give gifts? Were the recipients of your of Father? How you say in English? Father Christmas? No, that's in French. Père Noël. In Portuguese we say Pai Natal, and in English we say, what's his name? Well, anyway, I hope your gifts were nice. Us was I think it's the worst Christmas I ever spent. It so let me start. Thanks, son. Let me start with the beginning. Santa. Thanks, Nadia. Santa Claus. So, this is how it all started. 3 weeks ago, I guess. Yeah, 3 weeks ago. My daughter had she was vomiting, she had diarrhea, and for us it was straight. We thought, ooh, she's having a gastro. And since her cousin had gastro as well, we said to ourselves, yeah, this is this is a gastro. So we took her to the hospital, as always. We took her to the hospital where she was born. That we live not far from it, and it's a great hospital. And we told them she has this, blah 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 blah, and they check her out. They gave her something to stop vomiting. She actually stopped vomiting. They gave her the things you give for this, and she stopped having diarrhea. She stopped vomiting, but she had red eyes. But hey, it all went fine. She was supposed to do some analysis because she's growing super fast, and we just wanted to make sure that there's no hormonal. She's super tall for 3 years old. She's already 1.7 meters. So we were just like making sure that she's growing normal, etc. So I was supposed to go back like a few days later to do to do a test. And so all these days, and even when she went back to school after not having fever anymore and being okay, she still had a little, she was like a little warm in the morning. And we just gave her, a little bit of paracetamol. But her eyes were red. And, I was like, oh, maybe it's because of the gastro. But I mean, I never, it was strange for me. But so I took her back to the hospital to do the blood sample. But that was unrelated to this. It was really for that, right? And now I told them, yeah, eyes are red, but I don't know. And nobody said something. So, okay, cool. We came back home. She went to school until Saturday. And until Friday, sorry. And then Friday night, she started having fever again, but like 38, 39. And so we were preoccupied. So we kept giving her, the medicine. And the next day I just took her to the hospital again. And I explained to the people. So she had a gastro last week, and now she's had fever again. She stopped having fever maybe for 2-3 days. She went to school, and this weekend it's the same thing. That was Sunday. I think it was the 19th. And so the doctor just checked her out. She said, he said, he asked what I was giving her. I said I was giving Benuron, which is a paracetamol. And they told me to add some ibuprofen. So every 4 hours, Iburon, every 4 hours, Brufen, which is a kid's ibuprofen. So I did that. And it stabilized the fever, but every time after 4 hours, she would have fever again. So I would just I stopped monitoring her, and we start really being worried. And we kept giving her this for a whole week. And they told me, and he checked for some details. He checked for skin, he checked for some extremities, and it was like, this is strange. But he just told me that if in 4 days she still have fever, you have to bring her back. So I was like, okay. So we arrived to, so we had, we were supposed to go to Kinshasa. I was supposed to go to Kinshasa with her to spend the New Year's with my parents. And she was, my wife and my sister-in-law were supposed to go to Guinea-Bissau for a charity event. And now I'm it's like we're on the 24th. She's still having fever. It's not looking great. We have a flight in 2 days on the 26th. Like me and my daughter were leaving at 11 a.m. and my wife was leaving at 7 p.m. I think to Bissau. But I'm like, listen, she's been having fever for a long time now, and it's not normal. And maybe it's the gastro that is not gone, and she still has red eyes. It's not normal. And I'm reading about the Kawasaki syndrome, and I'm like, okay, red eyes, yeah, bellyache, yeah, ganglions. I'm like, okay, this is not looking good. But on the 24th, she was a little better actually. She woke up better. She still had red eyes. She's a little tired, and we all went to do the COVID test. So me, Ashia, my wife, and her sister, and we all did the test. And after that, my daughter cried because for the test. So me and her went. We had an ice cream. Everything was fine. We walked back home. She was nice. On that night, then she did like a 39 fever, and now we were really worried. We were worried because even when she had, even when we had, thanks, brother. Even when we had the gift opening, we were opening gifts. She was not even animated. Like she was like, oh yeah, she was not a normal kid getting new. Like, since she got a lot of toys, like she got presents from her grandma, from me, from her mom, from her uncles, but she was just like, and you could feel that she was not feeling well. And yeah, her grandma was like, you have to take her to the hospital. And I was like, yeah, I have to take her to the hospital. Tomorrow I'm taking her to the hospital. So the next day, I let her sleep. She actually slept almost all day and afternoon. It was raining. Then when the rain stopped, on Christmas Day on the 25th, I went and I read a lot about the Kawasaki syndrome, because I was like, I hope that's not what she's having, because this attacks the blood vessels, and and why would she have this? Like, it's very rare, and only like 8 kids out of 100,000 have it. Not mine. But I read everything about it, and I was like, okay, she doesn't have anything on her skin. She doesn't have some of those things. So now it must be something else. But took her to the hospital, and so she was exhausted already. Then it was a whole drama to put the needle. I think they put the needle here or here. So it was a whole drama to plant the needle and the catheter to get the blood sample. So that was a nightmare. Then she cried a lot, and she was already like so tired at that point that it was hard to watch that. But you have to like hold her and etc. So they took the sample and they said, okay, after we do the test, we'll let you know. Where was her mom? I think her mom was at her mom's. And she was, her mom was getting everything ready, like, because we were traveling. We were all traveling the next day. So we waited. So that was that. Wait, let me show you. We waited a good. So look, this is her, like, opening her on Christmas Day. If you look, like, this is how she was. If you look at her face, like, she was not even, you see what I mean? She was, oh, nice. And like, I never saw her like that. So then we spent this is how we spent the whole next day, waiting for results. And at a point, the doctor came back with the results, and they told me, oh, she has Kawasaki syndrome, but she has a incomplete Kawasaki syndrome. The world just fell under my feet. I was like, what else is, like, 2020? Come on, like, not this. Like, I really felt like powerless. And the doctor said, and we are keeping her. Like, she has to be in intensive care, like, right away. So you have to go sign all the details, whatever. And you have to decide who stays with her, the mom or dad. So I'm calling her mom. Her mom comes. Doctor explained what's going on, and that they have to, she has to be interned. We have to cancel everything, flights, And of course, her mom starts crying. So, have to be strong for everybody. We're here. Her mom goes back home to get to make a bag with all her stuff. In the meanwhile, get a urine sample so that they can have all the details. And now we are waiting for cardiologist or cardiolog to come and do a heart echography. Because, so for those who don't know what is the Kawasaki syndrome, let me read to you what they say about it. It's a rare but serious illness. It's also called mucocutaneous lymph node syndrome. It's an illness that causes inflammation in the arteries, veins, and capillaries. It also affects your lymph nodes and causes symptoms in your nose, mouth, throat, and is the common cause of death. It's the common cause of heart disease in children. It affects more than 4,000 children in the U.S. In most cases, children will recover within a few days of treatment without any serious problems. Recurrences are unknown. If left untreated, Kawasaki disease can lead to serious heart disease. So what are the symptoms of the Kawasaki disease? It occurs in stages with telltale symptoms and signs. The condition tends to appear during late winter and spring. In some Asian countries, cause of KD peak during the middle of the summer. Early stages in the symptoms which can last up to 2 weeks, is high fever that persists for more than 5 days, rash on the torso and groin, bloodshot eyes, bright red swollen lips, yeah, she had that, strawberry tongue, she had that, with a red spot, swollen lymph nodes, swollen hand and feet, she didn't have that, red palms and sole in the feet, she didn't have that, and she didn't have and then after that, abdominal pain, vomiting, diarrhea, and enlarged gallbladder, and temporary hearing loss. This is why we thought it was a gastro in the beginning, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe it started with the gastro and then it went to something else. I don't know. What causes the Kawasaki disease? The exact cause of Kawasaki disease is still unknown. Researchers speculate that a mixture of genetics and environmental factors can cause it. This may be due to the fact that it occurs during specific seasons and tend to affect children of Asian descent. So, I think my wife has Asian blood. Her mother is Russian. Her father is from Guinea-Bissau. Or she's Belarusian, and I know they have Asian blood in the line. There's some, I think from the father there's some Asian blood in there, but damn. Kawasaki disease is most common in children, particularly those of Asian descent. About 75% of KDKs are children under the age of 5. Researchers don't believe that you can inherit the disease, but the risk factor tend to increase within families. Siblings of someone who has it are 10 times more likely to have it. Damn it. So, and how do you treat it? You have to have a gamma globulin, which is a perfusion that they give you for almost 24 hours of immune defense globulin, gamma globulin. And so the complications that are brought by these disease are myocarditis, inflammation of the heart muscle, abnormal heart rhythm, and weakening of the artery wall. So when the doctor arrived to do the echography, the the cardiologist, he came. So we did an echography, and yeah, they start seeing that she already had like inflammation in the heart, and she really had some not permanent damage to the heart, but it was already, they were already spotting stuff. So they was like, yeah, okay, you have to put her like straight away to treatment, and that's it. So my wife came back at that point. We came back. We waited for all the document to be done, and then yeah, it was time to say goodbye. Like, and this is crazy because you about first it's Christmas Day, and now you have your wife and kid taken away, and you don't know when you're gonna see them. So last kisses, last hugs, and then because of the COVID, you cannot see them anymore. Like, you cannot enter the hospital unless you are the patient, and once you enter, you don't go out either. So my wife and my kid just got to that door, and that's it. So soon as I left the hospital, the hospital is in scooter. It's in electric scooter is, I would say, 12 minutes from here. It's not far. It's like 5 kilometers from my house, which is great. So that's why I was always visiting. But I just decided to walk home because I was just not understanding what's going on. Soon as I put one foot out of the hospital, I start crying. I was just like crying like a baby the whole way. Like, just walking normally, but I was like, no. Because, yeah, starting now, anything can happen. And, yeah, you're not in control anymore. And you're just there alone to live it. And, yeah, call my mom in Congo. She was all up in arms. Call her mom. And but there's nothing you can do anymore. And then I arrived home, cried some more. I was in despair. But then you had to organize everything. My wife had to call the organization that was making her come in Guinea to tell them that she could not travel the next day. And I had to find a way myself to either lose the ticket or change it. So I'm here calling Turkish Airlines because the first flight was to Istanbul and then the second flight was to Kinshasa, telling them that I need to change everything. They tell me that I have to send an email. Last time I had the same when my son had COVID and I had to change his ticket. I sent an email to TAP 4 times. They never replied to me until now. I lost the ticket and the money. I'm not done with them, but I didn't have time to do anything about that. So I was like, I ended up just going to the website. The person canceled my check-in, so I could go to the website and see how much it would cost to push the ticket for a whole month to the month of February, and it cost me $5. So I just paid and changed my ticket. So that was great. That was done. Didn't lose any money. The organization in Guinea-Bissau told my wife that it was not a problem, that they completely understand. And yeah, it's a force majeure case. So they told her that not to worry, take care of your kid. And so, and then it became, so I'm going to tell you one thing. Back in the days, it was a nightmare. When somebody from your family goes to the hospital, you just don't see them anymore, and you just receive news from the hospital when you call. nowadays hospitals, especially this one, has full Wi-Fi, and thank God for FaceTime, Skype, and WhatsApp video calling, because we had we just spent the next 5 days just on video call. So the whole time I was there, but I was far, and I was just, in the morning I would go and just, be at the window and show her that I was there. And the rest of the time I was on video. I was on video all the time. We would just, even when we were not talking, the video was all the time there, just so that the miss was not, it was felt physically, but at the same time, that you're not far, and then it's just worrying. And the most worrying times were maybe the first 2 days, I guess, because it's a rare disease, and I really asked myself at that moment, like, did we spot it on time? Is it too late? Is she gonna have like irreversible heart problems? Like, what's gonna happen? And so the first night she got on intravenous, and so she slept like this. So it was it was hard to watch. Like, that's how she slept the first night. So she was plugged in with all these machines, and but then it was just video calling me, my mom, my sister-in-law, every day. And then every morning, it was me coming down there like this. Oops, I cannot play the video. Wait, oh shit. I was. If you saw my story, I was coming every morning to, to come and say hi, make butterflies with my hands. Her brother called in also, Every day we were just cheering her up, because it's not just about us. It's the idea that, your family is far away from you, but she's a little kid, and she doesn't know why she's there, and why every day she sees a nurse, they have to hurt her, or she has to eat stuff that she hates, So those were really like the hardest moment. But Uncle Buddy was here to cheer up. But we just spent hours and hours of video calling, and me coming there every time I could, And so the first after 2 days of treatment, they stabilized it. They made sure that now they said that she had to stop having fever, and she had to take aspirin like twice a day, just to prevent blood clots. And she took, I think, 3 full bottles of gamma globulin, so they really gave her immunitary defenses. And then I think the third day she was fine. She was really great. She did 3 echographies, so 2 more. On the second one, they said that all the dilatation that they saw in her heart were starting to be better. And there was nothing that was permanently damaging to her, so she wouldn't have any sequels for now. But she has to be followed for some more time. Then at a point, yesterday she did another echography, and they actually said that she was much better, and that if she didn't have fever for another 24 hours, they might let her go on Wednesday. So, and we could spend the new year together. And at that point, I was much better. I received so many messages on Instagram from you guys here on YouTube, on my phone. Like I received so much positive energy, and I think she also received so much positive energy. We really felt uplifted by the prayers, the positive energy, the messages from everybody coming from all around the world. It was just it was just beautiful. So at that time I could actually start working. I could start actually working on music. Actually helped me because I have a special mind. My mind never stops working, never stops thinking, never stops, and I just, at a point, I just decided to work. I recorded 7 songs in 2 days. When I was not on the phone with her, I was just recording, taking some tea and milk, recording some more, and like having a lot of fun, having a lot of conversation with my friends when I was not conversing with my wife and my kid. And she was really nice. The last day she got they put her out of intensive care. So that was yesterday. They put her out of intensive care, and they put her in a normal room that looks like the room where she was when she was born. So even for my wife, she was the poor one. She was like, she slept on a chair like for 4 days. So the 5th day she had a bed for her. She was like, she had a bed, she had a TV, she had like, it's a nice hospital. It's a private hospital. One of the greatest here in Portugal. So they put her in she had a bed. She was completely unconnected from all the things, and I was still passing by at night, but now she could see the train. She loved seeing the train that passed behind the hospital, and I was always there. Like I come in the morning, I bring stuff, I take out the security bring me the dirty laundry, I bring some new stuff that they need, or her favorite cookies, whatever they need. I was there. And I would also come at night before the curfew to just say good night and then go back home. And then they told us that maybe they would let her go. Maybe they would let her go today if she didn't have fever for 24 hours. So yesterday I was just like waiting until they call me in the morning telling me that, she can go home. Listen, parents understand these things, and I guess we also respect our parents a lot more because they probably went through all these things. And then this morning, this is where we were. Like,
vai, papi, meu amor, vai. Então vai só. Hello.
yeah, so that was today. So that was today that they were released, and now they're home, back home. It's still not over, you know. We still have to give her aspirin every morning at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. I don't remember. She still has to come back on the 8th to the cardiolog to make sure that everything is fine. We still have to check her fever, and she might have to go. She might have to go again, do more treatment in case she has fever or she has too much fever. Like, we have to not hesitate and just bring her back to the hospital. And the only thing is that she would have to go through the whole thing again, which would be a nightmare. But hey, if we can prevent problems for the future, sometimes you have to do what you have to do. But she's gonna have another echography on the 8th, and they will see, how is the heart, how's everything, take some more blood tests, make sure that she's controlled, and then they will tell us after a week if we have to continue giving her aspirin, or if it's fine now. But yeah, we feel blessed that we didn't travel, because I could have just taken her to Congo and be like, let me go see my family, I don't care, you see what I mean? And just, she would be running in the garden and just fall or something. And I know that in Congo it's a disease that is treated, but you never know. So I guess everything went the way it was supposed to go. We were supposed to travel. We could have just said, we want to travel. It's okay, she's gonna be fine. Let me give her some Clamoxil, and let me give her some whatever. I'm really happy that when my mom says something, and when her mom says something as well, you kind of be like, let's listen to our moms. They have more experience than us. And her mom was like, tomorrow you have to get her completely tested. And my mom also said, I don't know if it's a good idea to travel. So, I was like, And yeah, things happened the way they were supposed to happen. We lost all the travel plans, but do we really care? Not only it didn't cost us any money. We can travel next month or in 2 months, whatever, until this is completely behind us. And even if I lost the tickets, do I really care compared to this? And yeah, listen, it was an emotional roller coaster, and so I didn't post nothing on Instagram, just my stories. I could not last Sunday. I could not be on live. That's why I just put a mix. I dedicated her a little mix. I could not come on live and cry in front of you guys. Even if, hey, this is what friends are for, I guess. And I just takes me to what a year. I still can't. It's strange that in a way, the last 2 days I recorded a lot of music because I had the house for myself, and I tend to be more inspired. When my house is clean. Not clean in terms of dirt, but clean in terms of my vision field is not cluttered with, kids putting stuff everywhere, women throwing their clothes everywhere and their shoes everywhere, all these things. Normally, when I see all these things, I get anxious, and it kind of prevent me from being creative. It's a genius thing. I those last 2 days I just recorded like crazy. I really had a lot of inspiration because I was just alone in the house and etc. And then and today, like, I'm so happy that there's mess in the house. I love this mess, like, the kids' mess. And interestingly, today she discovered all her Christmas presents because everything was in her room. And then when she arrived home, she was like, "Wow, oh, look at this! Oh my God!" Oh. And it feels like on Christmas Day, she didn't even realize like what she was not even there. And when you relive those moments, you realize like, oh my God, like. And I just, even if it doesn't change anything today, I just wish I asked to just test her like on the second day I went to the hospital instead of the third. And you have this thing where you like, I wish I should have done like, if it doesn't change anything, it's, but yeah, it today, just before starting the live, I was watching both of them in bed, and I was like, wow, they're here. I just need to explain how I felt, but it was just like, wow, they're here. Like, my wife has discovered Grey's Anatomy, so she's at season 4 now. She wants to watch the whole thing. She's been watching these for like 3 weeks. She's just obsessed with it. So she was there watching Grey's Anatomy. I was like, you think I should do a live? And she was like, yeah, go ahead, like, do your thing. I was like, and I kept checking for a temperature of Ashia, and she's fine. She's still, warmish, but like the doctor said, it's not finished yet. She still has to, take the aspirin, and we'll see. But she's out of harm, which is why they let her go. So at least we can, because I was already getting ready to spend a New Year's Eve in front of the hospital. I was ready to just be there at 11:50 with some balloons and be in the street in front of the hospital and just be there waving my balloons and say Happy New Year. And listen, lucky. I mean, we're gonna spend the New Year's at home, and I'm feeling really blessed because this year has taken so much from so many people. I got so many friends that lost their parents, and so many people that lost their jobs, the ways that they live, like so many things that happen. And I'm just blessed and happy that I can spend the New Year's Eve and enter 2021 with my family. And trust me, I am not going outside until I'm done with this year, because this is a dangerous year. And that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about, not do like the year in review, but just talk about how this year was crazy. Thank you so much, Ricardo. Thank you so much. Blessings. I made the research when you said she got Kawasaki. I didn't know too. Yeah, I heard about it on the news about, I think, because in France they had a lot of kids that were actually having it, and they were trying to see if there was a connection with the COVID, and if the kids were, because you don't know how they get it, but it starts with an infection. You start with something that they get, and then it turns into that. And maybe some people are saying that it's the COVID is causing this to kids. Some people are saying that it's not, that it has nothing to do. It's just something. It's not known how. At least the good thing is they know how to cure it. Thank you so much, Heather. Glad they detected it on time and put her into treatment. Bro, me as well. Like, it's something that with my kids, we never, like, it's something I learned from the mother of my first kid. Like, every time the kids are sick, just take them there. Like, take them to the professionals, have them take some blood samples, check and tell you, hey, this is that. Boom. Because sometimes you want to do yourself, or sometimes you don't. I mean, and listen, I understand some people, it costs some money, especially the hospital. It's a private hospital, so I don't even know how much it's going to cost me, but you have this thing where health has no cost. You don't want to be having money and being miserable. So she is indeed a fighter. Thanks, Julie. Me as well. It is. Yeah, it is. It was emotionally. This is where it's great to have a support system. Friends, people on the internet. When you know that you have like so many people giving you strength, it's beautiful. Thanks, Aliyah. Bro, like, I'm telling you. And so when they were trying to give her the medicine, or when every time they wanted to plug her to put some more serum, she was throwing a tantrum because she was just tired of it. And it's the fact that you see her being tired, and you have to go on camera and tell her, baby, listen to me, listen to daddy. And you have the nurse trying to talk to her at the same time, your wife, and you tell everybody, please don't say nothing, let me talk to her, listen to daddy, it's okay, I know you're tired, but you are sick. You understand that you're sick? Yes, I understand that I'm sick. Do you understand that you want to go back home? Yes, I want to go back home. Okay, so you need to take this medicine. You need to take. Podes-me trazer duas mandarinas, faz favor, please? And you have to. É possível. And you have to, tell her, I know you don't like it. I know it tastes horrible, but you have to take it for me. So can you do this? So she's like, yeah, I'm gonna take it. And then she goes back to fighting with them. But you cannot do nothing. But at least it's and this is the worst part, because they don't know why they're here. In a way, they're still too young. When they're like 10 years old, 8 years old, like, they know why they're here, so they know what they have to take to, it's. So yeah, yeah. Thank you. What up, Eve? It's so important to presence of the family, because in the hospital the time goes very slow. The doctor was, yeah. It's true. And the other great thing was iPads. They both had their iPads, and they were just, watching their iPads 24/7. That also, because back in the days it was just you had a book. You had a book and received letters. Exactement. Thank you. Thanks, fam. Yeah, you got 7 kids. You do understand. Telling you. She was. She was like. It did. And yours healed me. Thank you so much, everybody. It is indeed. Obrigado. Oh, nice. Exactement. Merci, Julien. This I know you guys do. Listen, let's talk about this year. Let's talk about the great. Oh, what did I do? See, Arlena, you come here, everything is starting to bug already. I guess, yeah. I was like, I was on such an emotional roller coaster, like on the 25, 26, 27. If I was live, I would just be like, "Woo," the whole time. So, nah. Listen, this is just the last day of 2020. But listen, I'm scared until 23:59. Like, I'm scared to go outside. Like, it's just another year going back. Why do I believe that 2021 will be better? I know it's going to be an economic crisis. I know that everything is not finished. But the fact that everybody is in such a gloomy, the fact that everybody is in such a gloomy atmosphere, right? And this is just creating this whole thing of bad things after bad things. The fact that everybody is hopeful for the next one and they just want to reset everything, I believe that it will create a completely different vibe and energy for everybody. And everybody will come out in 2021 scarred because we all went through things. We all experienced loss and stress, emotional stress, financial stress, etc. And this is why, like, going through a next year just gives a different energy. What up, Mr. Simmons? Thank you so much for your prayers. Thank you so much. This year is one of the weirdest year. The virus, I didn't get ready. Listen. Damn. It will. This year, are you still making music? Yes, one song every week. Follow me on Spotify. "2020 was very emotional for everybody, and I was getting worried about Asha, and I saw the video on your IG, and she was doing better, and thank God for protecting your daughter and your family." Thank you so much, CV. Thank you so much. As a parent, it is hard to see your kids sick at home or in the hospital. True. This is really like, put this a little bigger. Yeah, like this. One more. Yeah. Oh, that was too much. Wait. I have to tell the guys from Ecamm to just fix that. Yeah, it is like it is special. But hey, let's put it all behind us. There's something I don't believe in is the New Year resolutions. I never believe in that because I believe that you don't need a new year to make resolutions. But I think this new year is going to be special. It's going to be an economic nightmare. But 2020 was... How was your 2020? Like, tell me in the comments, what was the best thing that happened to you in 2020? And what was the worst thing that happened to you in 2020? Can talk about me. I guess the best thing that happened in 2020 for me was the fact that I could just work and release music from home and feed my family during this economic marasm. What up, my music? And the worst thing for me in 2020 was, just what I just went through now. Asha being at the hospital was a nightmare. And I think I would put in number 2 of the worst thing that happened to me was getting COVID, and I never been that sick. Like, I've never been that sick, and I never felt myself going. And yeah. So yeah, that year, like the month of July 2020 and December 2020, like I think I never had a Christmas like that. And it's my son used to always have a bronchiolitis and he used to have convulsions when he was a kid. So he was often at the hospital. And sometimes it was hard because I was about to perform and I was on the other side of the world, and his mom was calling me like, we at the hospital, you had this, da 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 da. She was in despair and I couldn't do nothing. I was far away, and this is it. Like, being a parent it's part of being a parent. This feeling that you are kind of you are, I would say, powerless to some events. But when you are like in the other side of the world performing, in a way you kind of are worried, but at the same time you have to perform and you are paid. You cannot leave in the middle of your show. So you have to anyway do your show, and then maybe you have another show and then another show, and all you can do is after the show be on the phone and then take a plane or take a train and go see what happens. But by the time you're there, things are fine already. When you're just there at home and you have nothing to do and you just, it's horrible. So at a point, I started making a lot of songs. I started, like you said, I recorded 7 songs and finished a few of songs. Like me and Arlinda, we have an amazing tune coming on my birthday on the 22nd of January. It's gonna be beautiful. Just get ready. Arlinda, when we do, Arlinda, reserve your 22nd of January. It's gonna be the Friday of, wait. 22nd of January is gonna be a Friday, so reserve your Sunday 24th of January, because I want you to be here and we can do the live and we talk about how this song came to be and how it took us 6 years or 7 years to arrive to this moment where we do a song together, and everything that happened in between that we can talk about. What it do, Nicoletta? How are you? Welcome to Club Shada. 2021 will just be a number up. Will be the next number up. Yeah, cool. Do you know that there was this crazy video that's online that's so funny, where at 11 p.m. 59 on the 31st, then it just go back to 1st of January, and it's back to 2020, and everybody's like, ah. Make me fun. She's fine, thank you. She's home. She's back home. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. So, reconnecting with family and friends, not being able to see each other, and death. Yeah, that was 2020, I guess, for everybody. You know, it's yeah, everybody had that. You know, like there's so many people that we lost. Buddy said something very interesting to me the other time. He said 2020 felt like a decade. Like the amount of bad stuff that happened in 1 year usually happens in a decade. Like the amount of, and yeah, there's a virus, and as crazy as it sounds, and as crazy as this year has been for everybody, people still don't want to take the vaccine. They are still now inventing reason to not wear a mask, not take a vaccine, and people are tired of not living, so they're like, you know what, I prefer living because I feel dead. And now there's a vaccine, and a lot of people are saying I won't take it, and saying I just want to wait. I just want to see how it's gonna happen. Like I just want to make sure that people are tested and it's fine to take it. It's something that I completely understand. But a lot of people are saying I'm not going to take it because of all the conspiracy theories that they receive on their WhatsApp from people that they don't know, they just receive videos. But hey, you know, everybody do what they do. I understand. In Portugal, starting Monday, last Monday, I think 100% of the medical personnel has been vaccinated already on the first. I don't know if it's more in Portugal, it's the Moderna or the Pfizer BioNTech, or if it's both, but most people had their first shots, and now it's starting to be everybody from over 80 years old, 75 years old. And then they will start opening free vaccination in every neighborhood. And trust me, I'll be one of the first. And I will lead by example, because I've been telling people that it's important to take it. So I'll take it. So you can see me turning into a gremlin live on Club Shada. And you will see that I'll be fine. Hopefully. Or maybe I'll come to Club Shada like this. Look. It's just a side effect. It's not going to last for long. Damn. I don't believe in the resolution too, because if you want to change, you do it right now. Yep. Don't wait for the new year to do something about your plans. Completely agree. And you know, this year shows you how much all your plans can just go left because of things that are not under your control. And this is why you always need the plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E, or you need to have an analytic brain that is capable of analyzing the situation and move to completely change your plans. I'm a performer. I performed one time in a whole year. And I know a lot of people that are singers and they like to make fun of other singers that have a job because they're like, haha, you're not successful enough to just sing and make your money. You're not like us. You have to have a job on the side to make ends meet. Ha ha ha. I know some people who talk like that about other singers. Well, this whole year, those people who talk like that, they were crying while those who had a job kept working. So maybe we'll teach a lesson to those people as well. The best thing for me was being able to stay home more. Yeah, with the kids. The worst thing for me was the large number of death of people I know. Yeah. Indeed. La meilleure chose pour moi est partir peindre une œuvre monumentale pour une cliente de Dubaï. La chance de ma vie. Wow. Where can we see it? La pire, mon fils malade comme ta fille au même moment et moi à plus de 8000 km de lui. Ah. Courage. I know exactly how it feels. I live that. I lived that in 2003, 2004. I was just all around the world, and when my kid was sick, and now he's about to be 18. Can you imagine? We talked about New Year resolution last Saturday at Dahlia Show, and all the guests didn't have New Year's resolution. They just decided to live one day at a time. Can you believe how? Everybody subscribe to Dahlia Show, please. We have to do a whole Dahlia Show, Club Shada, listening, watching party where we are all there in the comments. You have to invite me again. But yeah, this is really true. People are deciding to live one day at a time because they realize, it's something I realized a long time. Like, you cannot do so many long-term plans. What you need to have is a long-term vision. And when you have a long-term vision, then the plans can change. You can improvise on a day-to-day as long as the vision on the long term, you know your direction. So yeah, a lot of people are just, she's home. Thank you so much, the Exchange Project. Lots of new people today. Oh my God, what a nightmare. Make a live streaming while you're doing the vaccine. You know, it's the kind of thing that I would do. Actually, I like this idea. I like this idea. I'm gonna do it. I just be live in the waiting room, and I just have somebody come with me and film me. Bisous, Nicoletta. Bonne année à toi. 2020 was music all day for me and prank calling people. Oh my God. What? You prank call people? Damn. Next Saturday? Yeah, let's talk about it. Depends on the subject, because some of your subjects are scary. Indeed, it is. So who else? How was your... Tatiana, how was your... what was the best thing that happened to you in 2020 other than Club Shada? And what was the worst thing? Same thing for you, Nadia. You didn't tell us. Did Julie fall asleep already? Arlinda, are you gone already? Vanessa, Grim, Maro, Bruno. I want to know the experience of everybody, but this year, like, I don't even know if what they say. Let me see online. 2020 in 2020 in a nutshell. Let me see. Hmm. 2020 year in review. Let me see. What are people saying on the internet about that? That's interesting. That was a economic year in review. Let me see the. Yeah, I'm telling you. Bonsoir, Nathalie. Let's see those. Let's see this one. I'm just taking website in randomly. So 2020 year review, the impact of COVID-19. The COVID-19 in 12 charts. Let me see. The new poor. Over the past 12 months, the pandemic has harmed the poor and vulnerable the most. That's true. And it's threatening to push millions more into poverty. Yep, it is true. Wow. That's crazy. Accelerated economic downturn. Indeed. The debt. Yep. Migrants sending less money home. Yeah, indeed. Because in an interesting way, Africa got less cases. People were more prepared, and their bodies, I guess, more prepared. But there was so much less money coming home. So that had a big impact on business and jobs. Yeah, we felt it. The high cost of healthcare, that's the US. Closing classrooms. You have a whole generation of kids that lost like a whole year of learning. This generation, yeah, it's internet inequalities. Oh, listen, I'm so glad that I have this internet connection, like, because this was a year of Netflix. It was the year of Netflix, the year of Club Shada, the year of YouTube for me. I never live streamed so many hours. Like, I don't even know how many hours. Let me see. Live. So this is now. So how many hours? Wait. Okay. 2 hours. 5 hours. 8 hours. Stevie was 4 hours. So 10 hours. 13. 16. 19, 23, 25, 26, 29, 32. My God, like hours of life. How long was the first ever Club Shada? Let me see. Number 3. So the first ever Club Shada was 38 minutes. Then it was 2 hours. Wow, that's crazy. I I went. I did a lot of hours live. That's crazy. The world also became more violent, and the conversation online became even more. I don't know how we say in English, but in French we say manichéen. Everybody saw everything in black and white. Okay, that was okay. Let me see the year in review on the Wall Street Journal. I mean, I want to see the American point of view. I want to see something more. The Ringer. Why am I only having? Time, the year in review. I'm just going in websites that I've never been at. This is the US. Black Lives Matter protest. That was something that was really the murder of George Floyd. That really was something that was significant this year. Yeah, the Beirut blast. That was crazy. That was crazy. And this destroyed like the whole city. That was crazy. Yeah. The wildfires in Australia as well. That was in Canada, so I didn't. The US presidential election. Oh, yeah. That was a shit show. Listen, the Americans, the president they had and that they still have for a few more months, he really, like, that's a tyrant. He's a guy who's, oh my God, I don't even want to talk about him. The death of Kobe Bryant. That was horrible. The creation of a vaccine. That was a scientific breakthrough. And yeah, created by 2 Turkish immigrants in Germany. I didn't hear about that one. Okay. Let me see year in review in France. Yeah, what else? Lockdowns led to better air quality. That is true. I remember one day I was walking and I was walking and the water in front of my house was so clear, and the air, you could feel it. Like, yeah, it led to better air quality. It's true. Unstoppable rise of bicycle in France and Europe. Yeah. Polio was officially eradicated on the African continent. Beautiful. Hostage freed. Egypt put an end to animal rights. Equal pay for women. That's good. French startup discovered an enzyme that can recycle plastic and... Oh, nice. It is true that there was a new form of artistic performance. I completely do agree. Let me see. 2020. How would you say in French? 2020, l'année. 2020, l'année folle. L'année... I don't even know how you say that in French. Retour sur l'année. Let me see that. 2020 est-elle vraiment la pire année de l'histoire? For movies, it was. Oh, that's the same one that I saw, but in French. All right. 2020 est-elle vraiment la pire année de l'histoire? Well, there's been worse. There's been war. There's been. Well, anyway, let me go back to my people. There's nothing here. Why did my iPad turn off in the middle of a live? All right. The most beautiful thing that happened to me this year was the birth of my nephew. Oh. What's his name? Congrats, auntie. The best thing for me during 2020, I saved money because of no shopping. But listen, it's interesting, but I would say that it was the same for me during the quarantine, but then, when you have to feed 4 mouths, like, you as well. That's true. Me too. I have to say that the fact that I didn't spend any money for it, it was great. The best event was watching Trump's denial. I think it's dangerous, but I have to say that, it's funny to watch the novella. Sorry. Sometimes we buy things we don't need, but just because we want them. That's true. And sometimes we want to impress people that we don't even like. This is something that I don't do anymore. I'm like, you don't like me? Well, so I don't care. Like, I don't even care about your opinion. Everybody subscribe to the Dalia Show. Yeah, man. You know what it feels. I think you only have girls, so. Yeah, our babies. The best thing for me was that I closed my first project. That's beautiful. Congratulations. To be honest, financially this year hasn't been bad, and I started my own business, which gives me the yearning to expand and never work for anyone again. I feel you. Being independent is the best thing that I ever did. David, oh, congrats. The worst thing for me was my sister and her husband just tested positive, and I'm afraid for the 1-year-old baby because the little girl came after 10 years of marriage. Oh, I hope they get better. I really hope they get better. Artemisia, hydroxychloroquine, all these things. Merci beaucoup, Vanessa. What about did the vaccine started in all your countries? Here in Portugal, it's well underway, and it's not a big country. The population is 10 million people, so I think it's it will start opening to in most neighborhoods. There will open vaccination centers everywhere. So yeah, I guess by the summer things will be different. I guess better, but different. But this year, listen, this year has been crazy, right? The number of things, like the number of artists that we lost, the number of friends who got sick or who lost their parents or a parent, or like from early on, like it was a year like so many bad news that you kind of became numb to bad news. Like it was bad news after bad news, bad feelings after bad feelings. And I just hope that 2021 will be for all of us and for all you guys and for the rest of the world a year with, the struggles will always, there's going to be struggles. There's going to be economic crisis. They're going to be, we are still in uncertain times. But at least there's going to be less on our backs. I think it's what I hope for the upcoming year. But the fight is not over. We still have to now recover from that year, and at the same time build again, build new. Some people will build old. I guess in terms of work, I can't say that the worst thing for me was not having shows, because I was not really like making many shows, because I just evolved in my life into something different. And so I've been my revenue from shows has been replaced by the revenue from YouTube, by the revenue from the streaming services, and actually I believe that once you can generate a steady revenue from your streams, it is actually more it is better to have a revenue that is steady and that you know exactly how much you're going to get every month, more or less, than shows. Because shows, you can have 5, you can have 0. It just depends on who calls you. So when you have a hit, if you don't have a hit, or people, for some reason, a lot of people believe that I'm retired, for example, So these are kind of things that, to me, I was like, yeah, I love doing shows, but I actually prefer having, streaming revenue. It's just like, it just goes up steady. YouTube revenue is more or less the same every month, and you know what you're going to pay exactly. And like, you don't have problems to pay your rent. You don't have problems, you don't have to like, oh my God, I need a show. All these things, which is the life of a lot of artists. Like when you live from show to show, you just need like one, rain in the West Indies, and all your shows were outside, and they all get canceled for a month, and all of a sudden you're struggling. And it's something that I thought about like 13 years ago, and I was like, let me develop the next phase. And I'm so happy, because in a pandemic, you're happy that people are still listening to music from their home, and so this is revenue for you. So how does he go? What up, Joel? Trust me, we won't. We back in lockdown in South Africa. We have a second wave of the virus, same as the UK. Yeah, that's true. I heard that in South Africa there's the mutant version, but it spreads faster. I think it also arrived in one island in Portugal. Some English people, because they cannot travel from England, they they went to Germany, and from Germany they traveled here, and they didn't want to get tested, and I think they brought the new strain of virus. So now I think we had to lock the island of Madeira. But the good thing is that the vaccine will also stop diversion. So listen, that's crazy. Indeed, I do as well. I do as well. Everyone, I just dropped it to say what up, Kaysha. Wishing you and everyone more success and glow up in 2021. Thank you so much, Devin. Thank you so much. Same as well. I'm wishing you as well a great 2021. Every generation has a year to talk about when they get old. Yeah, that's for sure. Well, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I woke up super early. I didn't sleep for 5 days. And I had naps, but I would wake up all the time, Now that my family is here, I just feel so sleepy. Like, I think I need to just rest for, I just need to rest for a few hours. And so I'm going to leave you guys like this. The two good hours. It was a pleasure to come back and be back on, on the mission. I'm so thankful for the 400 people who watched us tonight. I'm so happy that Club Shada is growing. It's really growing. There's more people. Something is wrong here. Wait a minute. This should not. The hell? What's wrong with this? Why is this thing not locked? He can. Anyway, I think I'm wondering if I'm gonna change the logo in 2021. I like this logo. Yeah, I like it. I might change the thing down there. Oops, here. Just make it a little bigger. And that thing here, I'm just gonna change it. I'm gonna keep my Instagram and my Twitter, but that part, support via the super chat, I will put it on top of it, so it can be a little bigger. It's a little slow, like it's a little low. I'm thinking about doing a live tomorrow night, but I don't really know if people will show up. If I come live, like let's say at 11:30, 11:30 until, I don't know, midnight and something. I don't know. And just drink some champagne with you guys, some champomy. I don't know. Maybe I'll just wait for Sunday to wish everybody a happy new year. So I'll decide myself tomorrow, I guess. Don't forget, tomorrow, me and my boys, Malcolm Beats, we have a new song coming out. It's gonna be crazy. Tomorrow midnight, we're gonna celebrate the entrance of the year with this crazy track. So make sure you listen to it on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen to music, or on my YouTube channel. That's gonna be crazy. Yes, I'm gonna do that. Meu irmão Malcolm, muito obrigado, irmão. Estamos aqui, para ti também. Happy New Year, my Shada gang. Yep, maybe May 2021 be different and bring you happiness. Indeed. Exactly, I'm gonna cuddle with the two of them. 2021. 2021 will be different and bring you happiness. Indeed. Exactly, I'm gonna cuddle with the two of them. 2021. 2021 will be different and bring you happiness. Indeed. Exactly, I'm gonna cuddle with the two of them. 2021. 2021 will be different and bring you happiness. Indeed. Exactly, I'm gonna cuddle We're gonna be spooning, three of us. You'll be there if I do. Okay, I'll let you know tomorrow. I might just hop in just to say Happy New Year, since I'm not gonna be outside anyway. I'm gonna be home, so thank you so much for your support. It means a lot to me. That's why don't forget to leave a like, support the show with a super chat when you can, and listen. We meet everybody in 2021. If it's not tomorrow night, it's gonna be Sunday night for the Club Shada 74. I really want to wish everybody a happy new year. I really want to wish everybody a positive entrance in the new year. Come there with, I guess I'm gonna be live tomorrow. Who knows? If I'm not there tomorrow, just happy new year to everybody in my Shada gang. Of course, me too. Happy new year to my Shada gang. Make sure that you are in good spirit to enter this year. We definitely will have scars from this 2020, but since we survived it, I guess 2021 is gonna be crazy. And hey, let me find a good song to finish the year. A good song. You know what? I know exactly the right song. To finish this year. Wrong album. Where are my albums? Wait a minute. I got so many music in so many albums that, there it is. So, this song is dedicated to the Shada gang, and it's a year that represents what I feel about our little club here, and Happy New Year to everybody, and I will see you maybe tomorrow so we can enter 2021 all together, and if not, I will see you Sunday. We back 2021.
When I get older, I jump up to the sky and talk to the stars about you. When I get deeper, I dive to the bottom of the seas and get these pearls for you, baby. 'Cause I got one love. Love you for the rest of my life. And I can love you for the rest of my life. When I get stronger, I walk up to my ex and tell her I'm history, baby. Sooner or later, I put a ring on your finger and love you forever and after, and show you with my love, 'cause you my destiny, my ebony, my ivory, on my piano key, the reason why I travel through the 7 seas, 'cause you are my love. And I can't love you sun, oh yeah. When I get lighter, I take my love with me and dwell in paradise and wait for you forever. Oh, and I can love you for the rest of my life. Cause I got one love.